Sometimes, the reason your legs grow weaker isn't age, it's in the daily choices you make, like the vitamins you take religiously, believing they're boosting your health. It may sound counterintuitive, but many people over 60 are struggling because of the very supplements they assume are safe. In this article, you'll see how taking the wrong approach to supplementation can turn 3 common vitamins into culprits, weakening muscles, stiffening joints, and making movement more difficult. If you want strong, steady legs, not just to walk, but to live actively every day, keep watching. What you're about to learn could change the way you take care of your health for good. And if this is a topic you care about, don't hesitate to follow our channel. We'll be right here with health information that's clear, practical, and trustworthy, just for you. Let's get started. 1. Processed meats, quick and convenient, but silently, weakening your legs. Not everyone realizes that familiar foods like cold cuts, sausages, cured meats, or ham, often seen as convenient solutions for breakfast or quick meals, are actually among the most dangerous culprits, silently weakening your legs after age 60. First, let's be clear. Processed meats are extremely high in salt. Consuming excessive sodium every day causes the body to retain water, increasing pressure on the circulatory system and leading to swelling in the legs and ankles. But the more serious issue lies in the preservatives, nitrites and nitrates, commonly added to extend shelf life and maintain the meat's color. Over time, these substances can accumulate and trigger low-grade chronic inflammation throughout the body, directly affecting joints, muscles, and the nervous system that controls movement. You might not notice the effects right away, but if you regularly eat cold cuts, sausages, or packaged meats, pay attention. Are you experiencing unusual leg fatigue, mild dizziness when standing, or difficulty climbing stairs? These aren't just signs of aging. They may signal that blood flow to your muscles is being restricted. And it doesn't stop at inflammation. Processed meats are also high in saturated fats, fats that reduce blood vessel elasticity, making it harder for blood to circulate. When your leg muscles don't receive enough oxygen and nutrients, maintaining strength, reflexes, and flexibility becomes increasingly difficult. The good news: change isn't that hard. You don't need to cut out protein, just switch to healthier sources. Steamed chicken, fish, boiled eggs, tofu, or shredded chicken breast are all convenient options that help rebuild muscle. A sandwich doesn't have to come with deli meat. Try replacing it with tuna, boiled eggs, or even lightly roasted lentils. They're just as tasty without putting a strain on your legs. 2. Refined sugar sweets. A slice of cake, a piece of candy, or a chilled dessert might be a small daily delight, but after age 60, the price of that sweetness could be heavy legs, reduced strength, fatigue, and slower recovery after movement. To start, refined sugar is a powerful trigger of inflammation in the body. When you consume too much sugar, whether from pastries, soft drinks, candies, or even light desserts like sweetened yogurt, your body produces more inflammatory cytokines. This low-grade chronic inflammation damages muscle tissue, increases joint pain, and reduces flexibility in the legs and knees. What's more, sugar causes insulin spikes followed by rapid drops, leaving you with an energy crash after meals. This can result in unexplained fatigue or muscle weakness, especially in major muscle groups like your calves and thighs. If you often feel your legs giving out, trembling slightly when standing too long, or struggling to lift when climbing stairs, your daily sugar intake may be the hidden cause. But it doesn't stop there. Excess sugar interferes with the absorption of essential minerals like calcium and magnesium, both critical for proper muscle contraction and overall strength. When your muscles are lacking these nutrients, the risk of cramps, numbness, and dull aches in your thighs and calves increases significantly. Even more concerning, refined sugar often hides in seemingly harmless foods: breakfast cereals, bottled juices, flavored yogurt, sandwich bread. If you're not carefully reading labels, you could be consuming dozens of grams of sugar each day without realizing it. So, what's a safer approach? You don't have to say goodbye to sweetness, just make smarter choices. Swap out candies and cakes for fresh fruits, ripe bananas, apples, pears, strawberries. Replace sugar-loaded desserts with oats, plain yogurt topped with seeds and cinnamon, or even a piece of dark chocolate with at least 70% cacao. Sugar may bring a few minutes of joy, but if it becomes a daily habit, it can slowly wear down your muscles and rob you of the ability to move freely. After 60, every step matters, and every spoonful of sugar deserves a second thought. 3. Fried foods, crispy on the outside, draining strength from your legs, golden fried chicken, crispy French fries, or sizzling pan-fried patties. They may sound delicious, but for those over 60, these foods are quietly stripping away your leg strength, literally. The main culprits are trans fats and reused cooking oils, both common in fried foods. These unhealthy fats cause chronic inflammation in the body, especially in the joints and muscle tissues. The result? Persistent leg pain, morning stiffness, reduced mobility, and greater instability when walking. Fried foods also slow down blood circulation, depriving your leg muscles of the oxygen and nutrients they need to function and recover. Poor circulation means your muscles fatigue faster and recover more slowly, even after light activities like grocery shopping, climbing stairs, or simply standing for a while. If your legs often feel heavy or tire easily when walking, those crispy meals might be to blame. It doesn't stop there. Fried foods are high in calories but low in essential nutrients, especially protein, magnesium, and B vitamins. These are vital for maintaining strong muscles and endurance. Without them, your muscles may weaken, joints become unstable, and the risk of falls increases significantly in older adults. What's more, fried dishes often come with added salt, seasoning powders, and industrial dipping sauces, all of which put extra strain on your heart and kidneys. These organs play a key role in leg health by managing blood flow, filtering waste, and regulating fluid levels. When they're under stress, swelling, heaviness, and muscle fatigue in the legs become more common. The solution isn't to completely quit fried foods, but to change how you cook. Try baking, steaming, or pan-searing using a non-stick skillet or an air fryer. If you're craving a crispy texture, try oven-roasted sweet potatoes, grilled tofu, or baked vegetables. They're just as satisfying without the harm to your leg muscles. 4. Alcohol. An evening glass of wine or a few beers with friends may feel like a nice way to unwind. But after age 60, this habit can quietly become one of the reasons your legs lose strength, and many don't realize it until walking steadily becomes a struggle. First and foremost, alcohol causes dehydration, which directly affects your muscles and joints. When your body lacks water, muscle fibers become stiff, less elastic, more prone to cramps, and slower to recover after activity. That heavy, aching, or shaky feeling in your legs after a night of drinking isn't just temporary. Over time, it can lead to real muscle damage. Alcohol also interferes with the absorption of essential nutrients for bone and muscle health, especially vitamin D, calcium, and magnesium. This trio is vital for maintaining bone density and muscle function. When absorption is impaired, the risk of osteoporosis, muscle weakness, falls, and injuries increases significantly, particularly dangerous for older adults. What's more, alcohol slows down muscle recovery after physical activity or injury. Whether you've been climbing stairs, walking long distances, or exercising, your muscles need time and nutrients to repair. But alcohol delays this process, leaving you feeling chronically fatigued, weak, or sore in your legs. In addition, regular drinking disrupts sleep, yet sleep is when your body repairs muscle tissue and balances hormones. Poor sleep means your muscles don't recover properly, energy levels drop, and weakness can creep in even when you haven't been physically active. Another consequence is weight gain around the belly, a common side effect of frequent alcohol consumption. Extra weight puts added pressure on your knees and ankles, making movement heavier, reducing flexibility, and increasing inflammation and pain in the joints. You don't need to give up alcohol entirely, but it's important to limit it to safe levels. For example, no more than 1 drink a day for women and 1 to 2 for men, depending on individual health. Try replacing alcohol with vegetable juices, herbal teas, or lemon-infused water, gentler on your liver and a daily boost for your legs' strength and stability. At this point, you might be thinking, as long as I avoid harmful foods, I'll be fine. But the truth is more concerning than that. One of the most common misconceptions among older adults is believing that taking vitamins is always beneficial. The more, the better. However, there are 3 vitamins that seem harmless and are even praised regularly on TV ads and prescriptions that can silently weaken your muscles, cause aches and pains, and rob your legs of their stability. These aren't found in canned foods, sugary snacks, or fried oils. They're in the supplement bottles you take daily, hoping to maintain your health. Warning: this is not a message telling you to stop taking vitamins, but if you're using them in the wrong dose, the wrong way, or for too long without proper monitoring, you could actually be accelerating muscle and bone decline instead of preventing it. Coming up next, let's uncover the 3 vitamins to be especially cautious with after age 60. First, vitamin A. Vitamin A is often seen as a friendly nutrient, widely known for supporting vision, skin health, and the immune system. However, after age 60, taking vitamin A without clear medical guidance can have serious consequences on your musculoskeletal system, especially your legs, which bear the body's weight every day. Unlike water-soluble vitamins, excess vitamin A is not easily flushed out by the body. Instead, it accumulates in the liver, leading to a condition called chronic vitamin A toxicity, hypervitaminosis A. One of the earliest symptoms is muscle inflammation, which can cause dull, heavy aches in the legs and lower back, often mistaken for joint pain or spinal degeneration. But the risks go even further. Too much vitamin A interferes with the absorption of calcium and magnesium, 2 essential minerals for muscle contraction and neuromuscular function. When these are lacking, your leg muscles lose elasticity, become more prone to cramps, feel weaker, and recover more slowly after activity. Over time, this can lead to muscle loss, sarcopenia, a key reason older adults are more likely to fall and lose their ability to move independently. Excess vitamin A also reduces bone density, especially in weight-bearing areas like the hips, thighs, and spine, increasing the risk of fractures, even from minor falls. What's especially concerning is that many people take vitamin A through multivitamins without realizing they may already be getting enough, or even too much, from their diet. Foods like liver, eggs, whole milk, carrots, and pumpkin already provide significant amounts. When combined with daily supplements, the total intake can easily exceed the safe upper limit, over 3,000 mcg day. If you're taking vitamin A daily without a doctor's prescription or without blood tests to assess your actual levels, it's time to pause and check. When it comes to vitamin A, more is not always better. Vitamin D, great for bones, but don't let it backfire. While vitamin D is well known for supporting bone health, taking more than your body needs can do more harm than good, especially since it isn't flushed out as easily as some water-soluble vitamins. Instead, it builds up in the body and can raise blood calcium levels, a condition known as hypercalcemia, which carries serious risks. The first consequence is soft tissue calcification. When excess calcium isn't directed into the bones, it starts to deposit in other tissues like tendons, muscles, blood vessels, even the kidneys. You might begin to feel muscle stiffness, aching calves, or reduced knee flexibility, like you're moving inside a suit of armor. Over time, this hampers mobility and balance, particularly concerning for older adults whose muscle and bone density are already declining. A second, more serious risk is kidney damage. Consistently high calcium levels force the kidneys to work overtime to filter and eliminate it, which can lead to reduced kidney function. This increases the risk of kidney failure, leg swelling, muscle cramps, and an overall sense of weakness. What's alarming is that many older adults are now taking high-dose vitamin D supplements every day without any blood tests or medical guidance. They believe that more is better and that more vitamin D means stronger bones. But in reality, excessive vitamin D is just as dangerous as a deficiency. The safest approach. Don't take high doses, over 1,000–2,000 IU day, unless you've had a 25 OHD blood test confirming you need it. If you're taking long-term supplements, monitor kidney function and blood calcium levels regularly. Make the most of natural sources of vitamin D, like early morning sunlight and foods such as salmon, eggs, and dairy, instead of relying solely on pills. Lastly, vitamin B6 supports the nervous system, but in excess can paralyze your legs. Vitamin B6 is commonly used to support nerve function, reduce fatigue, boost mood, and relieve muscle cramps. But few people realize that when taken in high doses over a long period, typically above 100 mg a day, especially in multivitamins or over-the-counter therapeutic products, B6 can become a silent saboteur to your legs. High doses of vitamin B6 can cause peripheral nerve damage, most noticeably in the form of tingling or pins and needles in the feet and toes, loss of sensation, especially the ability to feel touch or vibration, trouble maintaining balance while walking, leading to frequent stumbles. In more severe cases, muscle weakness and difficulty walking. What makes this dangerous is how subtle the symptoms can be at first. They're often mistaken for just aging or a calcium deficiency, so people continue taking high doses for months or even years. And unlike some other vitamins, nerve damage from B6 can take many months to heal, and in some cases may never fully recover if the overdose goes on too long. Important reminders for older adults. Do not exceed 50 mg a day of B6 unless specifically instructed by a doctor. Avoid high-dose multivitamins or energy boosters and memory enhancers from unknown brands that may contain excessive B6. If you experience numbness or loss of sensation in your feet, stop supplementing B6 immediately and consult a healthcare professional. In the end, your legs don't just grow weak on their own. They weaken because of what you put into your body every day. So, the solution isn't complicated. Change what you eat, read the label before you swallow, and don't treat vitamins like candy. Your legs can recover, become stronger, more flexible, and take you further than you ever expected. Our channel exists for one simple goal: to help older adults understand their health, live stronger, and stay independent for as long as possible. The content we share isn't just about stronger legs, it's about a stronger mindset. Because knowing you still have the power to choose better each day is the first step to true well-being. Don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because every week we'll bring you simple, clear, and powerful health tips that can truly change how you age at 60, 70, and beyond.